All right, version 4, even though I didn't update the version, version 4 drops the restoration, drops the persist package, and drops the Archon. We grab ourselves Voidwalkers to help us with something at the 2 slot once we've griefed them out of existence. We even have a Singleton Knight of Autumn, though I'm not convinced about the Knight of Autumn. We have an Abandoned Mire down here as well to interact with our graveyard if we do get to that, and we'll see how that goes for us. Sideboard, I'm going to go unchanged here since our last league was a 3-2, and off we go. Version 2 is not showing up here. What's wrong? What's wrong? What am I not seeing? This is correct card. Oh, sideboard, I have 20 cards. That's right, because I took cards out. Archon was taken out. Persist, persist, persist. Shoot, what was the last card? Oh, the Restoration Angel. There we go. Now it's 20 cards. Off we go, version 2. League number 3 tonight. We've done 2-3, 3-2 in the episodes of trying to find ourselves a 5-0 with Rhino. We've battled multiple combo decks tonight. Let's see what we can do in league number 3. Bonus league. I do like the Voidwalker idea. Gives us some more hate against graveyard decks, and we've run into a couple of those that are not problematic necessarily, but have given us a few things to think about. And then also because we're so into the discard, while I do like the focus that Siege Rhino would be the win condition, it doesn't. It's not a problem to potentially, like mentioned, rebirth our Voidwalker, sacrifice Voidwalker to get something and get the Voidwalker back for the future. So we'll see if we get some of those shenanigans going here. This hand is nearly there. I am on the draw. I'm going to go ahead and keep still. If I get a white source, the grief becomes that much more powerful. Oh boy, here we go. Oh wait, Serum Visions. What is this? Serum Vision. White source. Not quite. All right. I'm going to actually go ahead and grief here, getting rid of Grist. I think they're potentially Storm. And that is what appears to be here. Let's take Electromancer. I'm going to give them a freebie turn here to try again to draw the white source and double down. If I draw a black card as well, I can use Grief and then have Liliana to follow up. I don't really draw any of that, so let's just play Swamp, pass turn. Maybe I can buy myself a little bit of time here with a Liliana uptick into a maybe Grief. We'll see. We'll see. Lily. Remand. I'm not going to go ahead and pitch the Grief here necessarily. It's tempting. It's tempting. I have Solitude, pitch Ephemerate for a Baral or a Goblin Electromancer. Steam Vents tapped. Gives me the turn back. All right. Attempt Liliana. If they remand again, we can go Grief and Ephemerate here, I think. What is this? Look at the top 5 cards of your library. Exile one of them face down, put the rest on the bottom of your library. Cast exile card without paying its mana cost if it's an instant spell with mana value 2 or less. If you don't, put it into your hand. Fancy. Not a fancy card. Face down card. They cast it. It's a consider. I'm going to get rid of the Solitude. I think they just kill us anyway. And I'm going to try to Grief, Ephemerate, and Liliana next turn and hope that they just haven't hit just bonkers here. Serum Visions is kind of okay. Okay. Okay, we have something here. Let's go ahead and get the Triumph out. Top of the library is a Grist. I kind of wanted to just get rid of Grist here, so let's go ahead and discard. Oh, they're doing something. Gifts Ungiven. Past in Flames is down here already. I think they have a Pyretic Ritual. I mean, I think this just comes down to I'm going to try to strip everything out of their hand that I can, right? Past in Flames is 5 down here, and they have only 5 mana, so all the ritual effects that I can steal here. So Grape Shot and Desperate Ritual. They discard another card. I discard Grist. I play Urborg. I play Grief. I Ephemerate Grief. I steal... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They'll make 6. They can... So... Past in Flames... Ephemerate to get rid of 1 ritual. Hope they don't hit a land here. A land or another ritual effect. I mean, they can check one more time with the Manamorphose. I give them a draw rather than the 2 ritual effects. They hit the land, and they hit the ritual, so they get to kill me here. Because they can play Passive Flames, and then they can play all their rituals. This should be enough, I think. Well, we tried. We have Voidwalkers, which could really mess up the graveyard here. Manamorphose, the rituals. There's Electromancer that they find. Get to gifts. Yeah, pretty sure they've got it. Okay. Well, we get a good old Chalice, Endurances, and Kaya's Guiles. Probably Torox. I don't hate EE or Maelstrom Pulse, possibly. I don't hate like all of this. Resto definitely gone. Siege Rhino's Knight. Rob Decay could come in. And Tarmogoyf probably needs to be in here to be faster. Honestly, what's Grist doing? So like Abrupt Decay can get rid of the enchantment, creatures, all of that good stuff. This is for the tokens if they Goblin Engineer and are still doing that. If I can get a Chalice on 2-ish, it's pretty decent against them. Graveyard, 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 discard, discard, discard. Some would say to just go ahead and play the Solitudes to get rid of the Electromancers and stuff instead of Rhino. But then why would we be here tonight? But then why would we be here tonight? Ask yourself that. If you're suggesting that Rhino should come out and Solitude should be in here, I don't want to talk to you. We're not talking. All right, let's play first. Well, there's an Endurance. That's nifty. I guess we'll keep this. Necromention and Grape Shot. I think it's a little narrow. It's not something I really want to be doing. All right, Little Verdant Catacombs doing the things. There you go. They play Wish. They can go get the other one. And the vast expanse of the sideboard. Doing the Scalding Tarn things. Let's go get our Triumph. Plan is to just play Tarmogoyf here. Never a bad thing to play, I don't think. Prep Godless Shrine next. Little Consider from our opponents. All right. All right, get to play Urborg, get to play the Endurance Dance, if you will. Yeah, see what we can do here with this Tarmogoyf, shall we? Serum Visions. We can save Tarmogoyf too with an Ephemerate if we wanted to. Probably not going to do that, but opponent continues to leave up Remand. By putting the Serum Visions, they've enabled our Goyf to be stronger. And for 3, this is not a bad pickup. I'm going to continue to shock in to show that I am strong. Big strength. Opponent skips their turn. Big strength. Gosh, I want to play that so bad. I want to play that so bad. There's Discover. End of turn Endurance and Ephemerate and stuff. We could potentially try to do that. I mean, I'm fetching and potentially shocking there. I think here we can definitely end step Endurance. Because we have Rhino to follow. With the Endurance here, I guess it would shrink the Goyf. We might not even hit. We might hit us. Let's do that just to keep everything on the up and up. Puts them to 2. Rhino cast. Is lethal. I'm not going to do it. Yeah, I think they have a Remand and I don't want them to draw an extra card. Just make the Remand useless in their hand. So like, here's Baral, I can kill Baral. And then I have Ephemerate here on the Endurance. I just don't see how they get through this. Manamorphose in response. Okay. Because they got to get to the graveyard too. And I don't think they're going to be able to do this. They have a lot of mana. Grape shots. And the targets, they remand. Okay. Like, it's okay if they just kill all this, too. I don't have to ephemerate yet. Okay. They just concede. Yeah, there's nothing there. Nothing there for you, opponent. So they're still trying to do the grape shot thing. The necromancy is obviously interesting. Probably what I don't want to be doing. I think I'm going to just send it back. Yeah, if we can sneak a few things in under the remand, we feel really strong for a lot of the game. Opponent doesn't have the option to cantrip the remands, so it's less card selection, and remands are not necessarily the strongest thing for their use. Obviously can repeat a grape shot there, but it's just not going to be enough. All right, opponent is considering whether they want to play first or second. What's up, Mr. McChillin? Well, I think I keep this because I have Grief. I could do that with the Abrupt Decay or a top deck black card. I can't Ephemerate. And I have a Void Walker to follow this up. Can make sure the coast is clear, potentially. White source here, and I think we just win the game. Or at least put ourselves very far ahead. Nice. There's a Gifts and a Manamorphose. Let's take the Serum Visions, Ephemerate, and get the Manamorphose, and I'll go get that. I'll go get that Gifts Ungiven next, and then we'll have a Void Walker after all of this. Seems good. Seems good. A lot of lands over there. Not a whole lot for them to do. There's a Flooded Strand. Rebound him. Take the gifts this time. I almost feel like I should just put Goyfin to start attacking them. I don't think there's anything they could really get this turn that would really wreck me. So let's put a Goyfin first. And then we'll pass. Because the Goyf could grow. And that's what I'm more interested in here. I don't think I care about one spell here going to the graveyard. Now, they could have a remand that they top deck here. Based on that resolving, though. We'll have 9 damage this next turn. Scalding Tarn was not in their hand. So I guess I just want Rhino. Top deck Rhino? All right, close. Let's just do it this way. I think we're okay to do it like this and leave ourselves a Void Walker for maybe like a counter spell. Opponent hasn't played those other 2 Steam Vents, so it's 2 Steam Vents and something else, because they played Spire Bluff plus Scalding Tarn. What's interesting here is because I didn't attack with a Void Walker, if my opponent were to do like Gifts Ungiven, I can get myself 2 cards that would interest me. End step, what do you got? So steam vents, they did not shock. Top of the library. Got there. All right. Plenty of grief action there, taking the stuff that we needed to. Didn't have too much coming, so that was good. That was good. Feels strong. Good 1-0 start here against an interesting Storm list. Okay. Voidwalker proving to be a little bit better than perhaps our Persist package. So +1 to version 3. Let's keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Got 4 matches left in this evening. Triple League tonight. Bonuses for everyone that are here watching. Thanks for the follows. Appreciate it. Trying to take Rhino to the next level tonight. Let's see, trying to so nostalgic. They are. Last 2 leagues were 2-3 for the first one, 3-2, and now we're on this one. Process of improvement. Yeah, Siege Rhino. I mean, we say that, but then we could also say, like, oh, it feels like, you know, the Shocklands were just reprinted recently. And they kind of were, they kind of weren't, depending on your timeline of recent. Here we go. Match number 2, found an opponent playing that Siege Rhino, making it happen here in Modern. All right, we'll play first against Linux. The hand is, it's all right. It's kind of an Abzani looking hand, doing the Abzani things. Can only be a 5-0? Well, we have a 4-1 gap to fit in there before the 5-0, right? Sweet. So we technically have a little gap there. Got to fill the gap first. Thoughtseize, check out what my opponent's doing. Uh-oh. All right. Let's think here. We're going to have a fetch. We're going to have a sorcery. I feel like I'm supposed to take the Goblin Guide and just take 3/3/3 to my face. I could also block the Goblin Guide probably, because if I take the instant sorcery land, the Goyf is big enough to block the Goblin Guide. Let's plan to block Goblin Guide, shall we? Shall we? We took a lot of damage there, but I think it'll be okay. We gain a lot too. Just gotta get to about turn 4, right? Turn 4 with Ephemerate up. Woo! Help me out, Goblin Guide. Ephemerate? It's a terrible card. What are you doing? Goyf's insane. Nice. I really wish I could fetch Shock here for the Verdant Catacombs to get a white source. I think I'm going to just have to fetch, though. All right. Opponent's staring at that Ephemerate. Thinking about bananas. You know what's got to happen here? We're gonna go get a basic forest because, you know, life total matters. I'm hoping I block and they get us a land, Temple Garden sideways, and then something else. Siege Rhino and then a bunch of ephemerates, it's just it's just game over. Bananas. Yeah, thinking about bananas. All right. Maybe they throw Goblin Guide in here and then try to hit it with something. Although spikes, skewers, combats. Give me a land. Voidwalker. I'm gonna block. Obviously, I'm gonna block because I want the 3 damage to here, like a skewer to there. All right. With what my hand looks like here, I'm just looking for that land to finish off my opponent. All right. Give me the land. They have no idea the Rhino is here. We know it's a Scalding Tarn and maybe a burn. Land on the top 100% of the time. We'll see. This opponent could have plenty of things to do at upkeep. They just put it there so that they remember. I mean, this is just a main phase stop. It's not really an upkeep stop at that point. They need to just go to their turn. All right, opponent. You got probably 2 spells, maybe. Well, Sacred Foundry tapped. Scalding Tarn. Give me the lands. I'll fetch shock it in. Alright, opponent's got our draw stop. We can hit the F6 button. I don't have a thing I can cast here. That's very opposite. Normally I would have fetched shock for like Godless Shine, but we're against burn. We can't do that, right? Opponent Boros charms us. Okay. We're not dead yet though. Fetch basic is preferred now, or basic. Sunbaked, redraw. And does it. Come on. Oh, yes. Give me the love. Land. Abrupt Decay. At least I can let them attack me again. Where's the lands? That tasted good. Thank you. 3-land deck. That's it. They have no idea of Rhino either. I mean, like, we could go into game number 2 and they'll have no idea that we have, like, the best options against them. All right, Scalding Tarn, what else you got? Still haven't shown me the Scalding Tarn since the beginning. Obviously, I would like you to attack me, Goblin Guide. Need a basic, probably, at this point. Here comes the Goblin Guide. Top of the library is a Verdant Catacombs. We Abrupt Decay. Oh, goodness. Play an Eidolon. No! Lava Spike! Basic. Okay, I have to play this and hope they blank. Because I can't play the Verdant Catacombs. All right. One blank. Just a land. Give them the Inspiring Vantage. Come on. Guy in the corner. They have no idea I've seen it. Heart of the Cards. Okay. Basic Plains. We have a draw stop. I sort of hate showing this, but I think I have to, right? Because if they don't have the bolt or the helix here, I just win. All right, they get to see it. All right. Chalices are coming in. Kaya's Guiles to gain life. And Abrupt Decay seems okay. Maybe the Engineered. All right. I'm going to take 2 Thought Seizes out. 2 Void Walkers. Grist. What does Rhino show them change? They'll bring in everything and they'll hold skull cracks more frequently than if they just thought I was green, black, splashing white for like a prismatic or a march. All right, this hand is kind of big stink. This hand's a lot better. Keep. Get rid of Grist. Much, much stronger hand here. I don't think Scooz is being played, but I could be wrong. All right, I know what I want them to do. I want them to attack with a Goblin Guide. I will Solitudes, Kaya, Ephemerate the Solitude, and then put Chalice on 1. And see if they can beat me. I could get Temple Garden, I guess, with Urborg. Perfect. I'll see what's on top. No, I won't. No, I won't. I'll change my mind. Void Walker. All right, perfect. Little Solitude here. I'd like to keep it around because the next play is a Chalice on 1. All right. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, 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 bop. All right, so Solitude's here to stay. My opponent's at the good old 20 because they shocked in Sacred Foundry and I gave him 2 life back. I'm not going to rebound the Ephemerate here. I'd like to attack. And the fact that I have an Urborg here is really good for the Void Walker. But it's not what I'm playing. I'm playing Chalice first. This stops Goblin Guide. This stops Swift Spear. Makes them concede the game. All right. Yes, that's how we like it. All right. Let's go. Too clean. You can see there too. Yeah. I'll use this Ephemerate over here. That was good. That was good. All right. Let's see what's up, opponent. Come on, Siege Rhino. Take us to the victory. Ah, there's the Chalice, but there's no lands. Where are my lands? Where are my lands? I may have a million rhinos here, but all right. Keep. This gives me the green that I do definitely need. I want to grief and do this again. I'm going to get rid of the Triome. And I'm going to hate it. But I want to grief, pitch Rhino, Chalice again, do the Ephemerate stuff. Try to set him back. Have a grief in play. Goblin Guide? Alright, you lava spiked me. You lava spiked me. Black card that I hate. Like Grist. So I can pitch Grist instead of Great Rhino. That's a pretty good draw. That's a pretty good draw. I forgot to put the planes into play. I got excited. Oh well. We'll use it on this instead. We'll do it this way. We'll do it that way instead. Whoa! It's all strategy. We knew they had 2 creatures, obviously. So bad. This fluffy guy can't play Magic very well. All right, I need a white card here. I would like to go ahead and put a Chalice on one. Fluffy, don't do that. You can't cast Ephemerate anymore. I mean, we all know my first play here is going to be Solitude at this point. Look at this. They're going to take so much damage. They're going to play... They're going to take so much damage now. Maybe I even just try to hard cast Solitude later. I don't know. Probably won't, but we could try. Oh, we're very close. We're very close to just needing... Whoa. Man, I don't even have to crack this Marsh Flats. Man, I just need a land here, and I think we could win this. I mean, I guess they have, like, skewers now. I'm definitely have to do the Solitude here to slow down this clock. I can't take this much damage. SCG Dallas in the morning. I can't sleep. I don't know. Do I fetch here to get the green, like a Overgrown Tomb or something? I feel like I need to. The Triumph lets me redraw later. I'm gonna get an Overgrown Tomb. Like, drawing Triumph here is absolutely terrible. All right, so they're going to attack me for 2. They might have a 2. I'm hoping they have stuff like Skullcrack and Searing Blaze. We have a lot of 3s and 4 and so on and so forth drops. So the Chalice on 2 should be okay. They cycle, so they might have a bunch of 1 drops, which is okay for me. I'd like to get rid of the Eidolon. I need this Chalice to go to 2. I'm afraid of 3 drops. Sacred Foundry tapped in. They attack for 2. I go to 8. It's a solid card. I think I can take another 2. I'm gonna do it now. And then I can punch the Abrupt Decay through the Chalice on 2. They have a 2-drop. Helix is good. Go to 5. Go to 2. I need like Rhino off the top here now. And I need them to not have exactly Skewer or Rift Bolt. Okay. Nothing so far. Continue to put our lands into play. That punt. For what it's worth, for the punt. It's funny if I got the triome, I'd be better here. Oh, going to 1. Going to 1. Any 3-drop kills me. They have them in their list. Just not yet. Rhino. I don't want to play that. I'll end up accidentally fetching. Just dodge the 3-drops. Find the Rhino. Land is good. Dodge the 3-drops. Find the Rhino. All right. This technically lets me do this because Searing Blaze isn't a problem. I mill a Tarmogoyf. I'll take it. Looking for the Rhino. Looking for the Rhino. Can't even get a Solitude because I don't have the white. Luckily, 3-drops are sorcery speed. So whenever it comes to my turn, I know I at least have my turn. Looking for the Rhino, Rhino, Rhino. Oh, they're fetching in their upkeep. Okay, it was a land drop. Playing more Magic. Mill. I milled a Silent Clearing, which would have been a nice redraw. Attack for 1, pass turn. I mean, we know what we need. I really wish I had another Chalice in the list. I could put the Chalice on 3 if I drew like it, because I could play the land. Holding breath here. Land drop. Okay, Liliana's something. It's not like something I care to play. Come on, Grist. Opponent's going to throw away a 1-drop or a 2-drop, probably. Looking for that 3-drop. Each opponent loses life equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard. I currently have 4. I do 7. Come on. I don't know if they play Light Up the Sage. We didn't see it. We get the turn back. Rhino, come on. Okay, we can redraw with this. And I'm going to play the Verdant Catacombs in to redraw with this. Cycle. It's a crappy card. We can get rid of it. We'll do Grist one more time. If I hit another creature, I think I can kill next turn. That's why sometimes you don't fetch the Triome there. Up with Grist. There's another Goyf. We kill next turn. But is it a turn too late? They're at 9. Deep breath, everyone. Prison player strikes again. The prison player strikes again. Man. Scary game. Scary, scary game. Where are we going to find the Rhino? The answer is no. Knight of Autumn would have been good. Game 4 life. That would have been good. 2-0. 2-0. Good start. Got through the punt. Got through the bad, bad punt. Oy, oy, oy. Our 2 chalices have been a great addition to the list. It's amazing. It's amazing what Chalice can do for you. All right, 3 matches to go. Let's see if we continue to improve Siege Rhino here in Modern. It's going to be Siege Rhino week for YouTube folks. They're going to be mad. They're going to want something different than... No, they're not. Rhino's fantastic. All right, this hand's fun. Let's keep. Opponent mulls to 6, mulls to 5. Oh yeah, we gotta just iterate on the list. Yo. You take Thoughtseize, I take Thoughtseize. Takes Liliana. We'll go get a basic swamp here. I'm a little scared it's like rack or something. Swampia. Oh. I'll just take the grief because the fury I can get rid of by the time that they would even have a chance. And this abandoned mire is going to grab us something at some point. All right. Looks like I get to hold the Triome and probably cycle it later. So we have 2 lands that we're going to get to use. I'm going to just be hard casting Grief, it looks like. Which, I like that idea. I like that idea. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, let's say my hair. Oh, Knight's Whisper. Knight's Whisper. We're getting cards. Dang. Let's get a little more white here. Just because of what I just drew. We're going to go ahead and jam the Grief here. The Abandoned Mire can help me out. Let's see what they've picked up. Oh, no. Oh, no, chat. Oh, no. Okay. Well, I can't take the Blood Moons because I can't ephemerate here. I think I've got to take the Fury or the Terminate. I'm going to take the Fury. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Why would you play Blood Moon? Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Not the worst draw. Let's go ahead and cycle. Looking for our forest. Oh, we're a little ways away from that one. All right. We have answers, though. And if they don't play the other Blood Moon, I could get lucky. Give me that basic plains. Okay. Terminates. Just a Blood Moon and something else in hand. That's not scary. I just get this back, right? Probably not yet. We'll wait. I need my basics. I need my basics. I need my basics. We had a chance to fetch for it too, and I chose not to. I'm going to wait one more turn. Okay. I mean, what do they have, right? Just a bunch of like Terminate style things. I'm going to wait one more turn. Okay. I really want to be able to like ephemerate it when I play it down, but I don't think I'm going to get that luxury. This looks like just like some sort of control. looking for my basics. The other thing I could do is just find some solitudes, and that will make it so that when they do get a chance to play Furies, it's just not that scary. Oh, all right. They thought sees me. That's not scary. Okay. What are you gonna do, opponent? Don't tell me you're reading this card. You better be reading this one. Everyone knows what this does. Everyone knows what Rhino does. I have one basic plains, one basic forest, I believe. They took my Abrupt Decay, which is pretty good because it would get rid of the moon. They decide, oh, I should play my other moon. Good play, opponent. Still not doing a whole lot to me. Pass turn. Ragavan. They're gonna go over. Here's the basic plains. Here it is. They're gonna steal it away from me. Oh my gosh. I'm dead. I'm dead. Eat a Thoughtseize. I'm going to take that monkey. You violated me. It's my turn. That sounded wrong. Agadeems. Dang it. Bye, Ragavan. The basic plains was there. Now I'm looking for my forest. The monkey always does, doesn't it? Oh, that was so... Like, the plains gets us one closer to Siege Rhino. I'm not playing Voidwalker. You go pick up what you need to, the Grief, and then you get to play the Grief, and then you get to Ephemerate, probably. Agadeems is going to just pick up Monkey again. Oh, they're not going to just pick up Monkey. They're just going to get everything. I think I can concede here. I need a miracle. Oh, Restoration Angel. All right. Abrupt Decay seems okay. Fracture is a maybe, maybe not. Pulse okay. Kaya's Guile maybe. What a one drops for my opponent, but I don't think Chalice is where it's at. We could do Engineered possibly as a removal. So these four look good to me. I like a lot of what we're doing here. I'm not going to worry about Blood Moon because I can play around that. What do we want to do here? Does this stuff make sense? The Abrupt Decay is an absolute yes. I mean, I think Agadeems is just happened to happen. I think double green is too hard for me to cast. I'm wondering if the Fracture makes sense, but we only really saw the Blood Moon, which I can play around. And I have 2 Decays and a Night of Autumn. Plus Engineered if I get the 3 colors. I know they're going to do their Grief things. I think Resto's a bit greedy. I think 1 Rebirth can come out, 1 Rhino maybe, or maybe a Grist and a Voidwalker. Like maybe I should be taking a couple like Voidwalkers out and keep the Grists. Grist gets picked off by the Fury though. So does the Voidwalker. You know what? Maybe I do get the Fracture. Man, Pulse. Pulse is maybe better. Green and black are what I'm probably going to get first. Let's do Pulse. I'm just not convinced Fracture is the card I want just to have for Blood Moon. Being on the play, I think I can try to play around it a little bit. I actually don't think this hand's very good. We can mulligan this. This is not very good either, but I guess it's a little bit better because of the grief. I'm gonna just take something here. I kind of want to mulligan one more time. Wow, this hand's really bad. They've mulliganed to 6 as well. We're both looking for certain things. This has a basic swamp. It needs a land, unfortunately. I think I could try to keep this. If I hit white, I'm actually pretty good. Let's do it this way. All right. Let's see what they're working with. Undying Turok, Seasoned Pyromancer, Undying Malice. There's actually not a whole lot in here. I think I'll just take the Seasoned Pyromancer. Okay, it's not the scariest hand here. We do need some help at the top of our library. Fetches are our friends. It's a pretty good fetch. I'm going to go get Temple Garden here only because I can like play the Kaya's Guile. Maybe I'm supposed to just get the basic forest there. No, I can't get the basic forest. That's why. Never mind. I'm good. Then I'll get to do Kaya's here against this card. I think I'm going to offer the trade here, and when they don't take it, I'll then Kaya's. They'll have creatures, 2 creatures. Each opponent sacrifice, create a 1/1. That seems good. Cool. All right, 4/5. Puts an instant into the graveyard. I know they have 2 Undying Malice kind of effects here, so maybe Goyf can get there. They do play Terminate. Fury does not kill Tarmogoyf, but they can Undying or Unmalice. So maybe the Kaya's Guile was a little bit greedy there. Bummer. Bummer. We lose Goyf. And now they have a 4/4 Fury. And we lose a Spirit token. So now I need like a Liliana to kill this. But then it won't die because they have an Undying Malice. Well, I can get my basic. Wow. Wow. So I need a Kaya's Guile off the top so that when I kill the Fury, I can exile the graveyard as well, and the Undying Mouse doesn't bring it back. I take 8 here, and I'm dead next turn. Perfect draws for them? Maybe a little bit. All right. I guess I could get a Rhino. Rhino technically blocks this. Solitude? That's a blocker. And I say Solitude without the double white. Not playing in my outs. All right. At least I have a blocker here, I guess. Put the land in tapped. Go ahead, opponent. Take your draw with your relic. Get rid of the land. Okay, it was a land drop. They attack. I'm obviously going to block here. I need like Rhino because I didn't fetch for a white source. All right. Opponent gets it. Interesting list. I haven't seen an like overly aggressive red-black. Kind of the idea that we're doing, except they're in red and black instead of Abzan colors. Interesting. Interesting. Voidwalker was decent against them, too. Okay. Well, played against something that I haven't seen before. It's good. It's good to see. Modern is healing, sort of. We have 2 chances to get a 4-1 as well. I had the opportunity to avoid a Blood Moon too, and I just didn't. I just didn't in game that game that Blood Moon came down. Because if I get the basic forest, I think I had a Verdant Catacombs to fetch. I could have Abrupt Decayed and been pretty okay. We learn from our mistakes. All right, what do we got? 2 matches to go. Nick Norman's our next opponent. Yeah. They're 0-0. We're 2-1. Interesting pairing. Are they telling me I'm going to be 2-2 soon? It's rude. It's rude Magic Online. Come on, Magic Online. We can play our game. We're ready to play our game. Go. Go. Go, 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 go. Modern is Legacy Light and will be ruled by the color blue until the end of time. Modern's like 3rd to 4th most powerful color is blue. It's white, red, and green right now. All right. I think I'm going to try this. A little bit different. We have the Rebirth here to save some stuff. And then we have a Solitude Restoration Angel. And Restoration Angel could even try to save Voidwalker in a pinch. Happen to have my double black swamps here, reminding us to play around Blood Moon. Opponent mulls not only to 6, but also goes down to 5. People are struggling to find their lands. Or this is Tron. Well, it's definitely not Tron. Upkeep stop again from this opponent. Okay. Get our Abandoned Mire. This has shown up a couple times now. Haven't really gotten to use it too much just yet. Left 6 through this turn. Just kidding. Ah. Alright, alright. Voidwalker's gonna be good. Hopefully. There's an Imp, Creeping. That is all I think I saw go there. Okay, okay. Oops. We'll play our Voidwalker. I think I wait on the Grief here. Luckily, there's no more Dredgers in the graveyard, and that's sort of why I want to wait here. I know they could potentially kill this, but if I can use Grief, potentially something else, or have the Rebirth open for the Voidwalker, I'd love to just do that instead of like going after their hand anymore. We'll see, we'll see. We're in upkeep. Otherworldly Gaze is fired off here, but things are going to go to the graveyard and then to the void. It's for Esper Charm players. What about Dredge with Otherworldly Gaze? Opponent's looking for lands. Unless they exile here, we're pretty... Oh, we're really good now. I think I just start attacking. I don't even know how they can beat this. Opponent fires off another otherworldly gaze. I don't know, do they have something that would exile? What's funny is next turn, if they'd have something that exiles, I could resto to save the Voidwalker as well. Different things are going to the graveyard and then to the void. Oh my gosh. I'm just never gonna die. Well, now I have another Voidwalker. This is going to be really hard for them to kill. And they concede. All right, Voidwalker getting us a win against Dredge. I like that because Dredge is usually a problem. All right, Endurances and Kaya's Guiles are coming in here for the graveyard. And I think we're just going to focus on that graveyard. We're going to take some Thought Seizes away. I don't even really like the Griefs here that much. So let's do that. We got Voidwalkers. We can protect them. We can ephemerate them. We have this stuff as well. I think I'm good. I think I'm Liliana maybe is kind of bad. But with maybe a Voidwalker out, won't matter. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Looking for Voidwalkers, Endurances, Kaya's Guiles, you name it. Bottom. Bum, 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 bum. So we want like Abrupt Decay. There's a Guile. It's a little later. It could work though. Let's try it. Put those two cards off to the side. It's a little late, but they usually play what on turn 2-ish with Thrilling and Cathartic and stuff like that. So maybe it'll get something here. I have ways to clean up the board as well. So they don't do anything. That's great for us. All right, we'll just keep fetching. Might fetch basics. I can't imagine they would play Blood Moon, but all right, this is a one-time deal though with a Guile, so I kind of need another thing. Oh, just gonna hard cast an Imp. Gonna just hard cast an Imp. All right. Well, I guess I can play Liliana down tick. That'd be kind of bad. You know what? Just pass. Down tick, put it into the graveyard. Be fabulous, right? All right, I take one. Ow. Ow. This has like that death touch, right? Yeah, destroy, blah, 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 blah. An ephemerate. An ephemerate. Am I just restoing in front of this? If you gain 3 or more life this turn, return. I can block it. Start attacking back with a resto. Sure. You know what? I'll just take the damage here and then I'll flash in at end step. Probably better to leave Guile up as much as physically possible. Okay. Resto's in play. We'll just pass the turn. I don't think I fight back just yet. Although they're Maybe I do, and then I like ephemerate or something here to block, because their mana is so painful. Okay. Seems all right. Little dredge here. Portable hole, thrilling. You got it, opponent. You got it. This is where I think I could block. Dark Blast again. And I can just rebirth here. I lose 2 for this, but I'm trading. Putting my creature back into play. Okay. There's a Golgari Thug. All right. We're gonna jump here. We're gonna make them sacrifice and exile their graveyard. They took some damage here, Golgari Thug. Let's play Liliana, but don't use it. Godless Shrine tapped. Attack for 3, and I can ephemerate or rebirth here. I don't think I'm blocking the Thug, though. Martyr, it's been cut. We're in version 3. Edict puts the Thug back on top. Hold on. Dies, put target creature. That's true. Yeah, I guess we can Thug it. That's true, because it sacrifices them when it dies. It puts a creature in. It's not a May. That's a good point there. So they'll redraw this. They pay 2. I smack them for 3. This mana base is so painful for them. Can I rebirth their creature? Yes, but I lose 2 life. I could rebirth it. I could. Yeah, we're on version 3, though, for tonight. Got 3 leagues in here. 3 leagues will probably be it. All right, goes back on top. That was a good little play there. If they play it, they take 2, they go to 5, and Rhino off the top is a W. They go Stinky instead, because Stinky blocks air. And play a Tarmogoyf. I'm gonna pass. I don't want to top up Liliana here. With double ephemerate, I'm just looking for Rhino. First league was 2-3, second league 3-2, third league we're currently 2-1 up a game. Stop. I get attack with both of these. I guess let's attack with both and I can ephemerate, right? That way it doesn't kill Stinky. Doesn't kill Stinky. Yeah. Save the Stinky. I'm gonna say no. Goyf, you're clear for killing. 2 damage in past turn. All right. I think we got him because 2 life here. They'd have to pay into this. Oh, portable hole. Let's see what they go for. They go for Goyf. They go for Goyf. Save the Goyf. That's crazy. No Rhino, though. 3-1. Let's go for the 4-1. Let's improve one more time tonight. If we improve one more time, then everyone's just going to have to check back on Monday. The suspense will be killing you all over the weekend. And I'm going to eat a hot dog. I'm going to eat a hot dog. I think we have hot dogs. Oh gosh, if we don't, what a mistake. I don't think we have hot dogs. I'm not going to get a hot dog this weekend. Voidwalkers were added. We had an Archon in the list. You can see that by doing an exclamation point deck, and you'd see that. You got to take a screenshot of this one in order to get version 3. We're already a third way through. You play Rhinos in Pioneer, and seeing them in Modern gives you chills. The 4 Grist, that used to be 3, and it was up to 4. Grist has outperformed so far. So much so that even like Liliana has been pretty good, but not the best Planeswalker out of these. I almost want to get like a Wandering Emperor in here. All right, we play first. We're going for it. Oh boy. I think we keep this, and we I think I wait a turn and then we grief. Man, but what if they have Monkey? I guess I'll wait. Let's see. Oh, they don't mull anything. Ooh. Could grief the grief. Then play Voidwalker and then play Lily. I've not tried Lily Last Hope, but I don't think that card's that great. All right. We're going to wait on the grief because I have the Voidwalker. And my opponent's going to be playing Calibrated Blast. We're going to play Voidwalker in. We're going to grief away the Emrakul. And then we're going to smack them with Spaghetti. It's too much? No, Swamp. Don't touch my hand. Take her. Take her. Take her. Put her right there. Take her, not him. Or it. Or I don't know. Is this a him or her or it or the shadow? What are shadows? They took the Lily. And they have no idea I drew a Rhino. I don't think I can play a Rhino though. I think I have to pitch Rhino with the grief, and then like that way I have another grief in case I get another black card, right? Let's do it. They have removal? Shh. They don't have 4 pieces of removal. Ha! No removal. They're the Cabal Coffers list. All right. What do I want? Could go get Karn, but I don't have that great of things in the sideboard. It'd be funny if I had a Liquid Metal Coating. I think I'd just take Golos here. Golos and plan to probably use it. A Rebirth would be fantastic off the top, by the way. We could do the trick that we were taught. Verdant Catacombs. All right. I kind of want to just do this Golos. Where is he? Where'd Golos go? There's so many cards. Gassed. There we go. Of course, I'm going to use this ability. And I think I'm going to pick up a Silent Clearing. And then we'll put the Triome into play tapped. And then we have Flickering with Restoration Angel or Griefs here. They're obviously going to get Karn, but I don't think I'm worried about that. The trick is that when you sacrifice Voidwalker, if you have the Rebirth, it comes back, and then you get to keep your Voidwalker and cast something fun and exciting. All right, they go up here. So I guess we're closer to probably... I want a Grief. They have an Urborg and 2 unknowns. I think I'm going to wait on the Grief. See if they want to downtick Karn, and then I can flash in Restoration Angel. Save Golos, ramp further, then play Grief. It's an Urborg. Their own Golos. Their own Golos. Cascading Cataracts probably found here. So the Karn shouldn't be impactful here. Restoration at a 3/4 and the Grief can steal something. So they're going to go get something. So I can Restoration Golos. Wait a minute. Under your control. Okay. They go get another Golos. It does say under my control, so I should be good here. Go use this. Godless Shrine's fine here. Let's fetch just to thin the library more. All right. Draw with Silent Clearing. Need to hit something. There you go. Land drop. Black, 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 and black. Grief. Take Golos. Then leave him with a Fatal Push. Fatal Push and Urborg. We get to kill Karn, and I will attempt to attack them. See if they block. All right, this looks all right. We have Rebirth here. If they go like fetch land to kill something, I can keep stuff alive. All right, just a Bloodstained Mire. So I'm attacking for 6 back at them. That's nifty. Okay. Swing with everything. They block Golos to Golos. Bloodstained Mire to save something here. I'm assuming Fatal Push on something. I get to save Resto. Resto flickers Golos. Since it's blocked. We get a land. Maybe Golos should be played in our list. Overgrown Tomb, sure. Attack for 3 and put a Void Walker into play. Your move, opponent. Fatal pushes out, Urborg in hand, draw for the turn. They do have a lot of mana. Doesn't appear to be they're doing anything with it, though. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then explore. I think I'll do it this way and hold the Solitude on the off chance that they find like a Damnation here. Because I still just kill them with the 9 damage. I don't need to show them the Solitude. Cool. All right. So we've got to beat essentially a black coffers list, splashing green for Golos and Explore. I'd love to beat this list. Necromentia could be on coffers as an option. This way they don't generate a ton of mana. Pulse is okay. Abrupt Decay is really not that great here. Torok's probably a little bit stronger. I don't know. I don't know what else is good here. I think all our creatures are good. Knight of Autumn's not the strongest. Yeah, Fracture could kill Karn. Pulse kills Karn too. Both of those options are good. I'm not so worried about the Karn. I have a lot of creatures. Should be able to attack it. I'm trying to decide if the Necromentia on coffers even matters. So my opponent gets a lot of mana. They can do Golos things. I mean, maybe I just bring the Fracture in and the Maelstrom Pulse and leave the Knight of Autumn as ways to deal with Golos. Because this list is a little bit all in on Golos, I think, sometimes. I mean, I hate to take Rhinos out because I think Rhino and Ephemerate or Rebirth would be really frustrating for them to deal with. I could Necro Golos. I mean, I think at that point I'm supposed to just Necro Coffers if they haven't played it yet, because Coffers generates all the mana. Golos, while we got to flicker it a bunch and get to ramp, it's going to need a lot more mana in order to do its thing, and that's where Coffers enables it with Cascading Cataracts. We could also just Necromentia Cascading Cataracts and be like, cool. I think the Abrupt Decay comes out here, and I think I'm going to take something else out. Maybe a Singleton, like Goyf or something, or maybe a Solitude. They don't have that many creatures. I have Urborg, and I do want to play it. I'm just going to be mindful of when I play it. It's tough to cut Urborg. That would really test our Voidwalker ability. We could try it, though, and play the Necromentia over it. And, like, try to sneak the other one in for the Solitudes. We could try that. They are a little bit more combo-like. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Well, I think we keep this hand. I can pitch Grief to the Grist to the Grief here. All right. Well, they had the Urborg. It's a pretty good hand. I think they have to take Necromentia here. Oh, they take Grief. Interesting. All right. Well, I need one more land. Maybe Necromentia doesn't matter that much because I'll play Coffers, but then I'll try to name... I'll try to name something else with it. They have their own Voidwalker. All right. Nifty, nifty. Nifty, nifty. We're going to get to the Necromentia, so it's just a matter of what I want to name here. Yeah, Siege Rhino's won us 3 matches now, I think. Profane Tutor. All right. I have Liliana. Downtick kills Voidwalker. My opponent's got a Profane Tutor right now. I have a Necromentia that I could wait on. I'm almost tempted to just wait one turn here and do like Lily and get rid of the Voidwalker. Because if I Necromentia, they can Necromentia me back. And I don't like that. I think it's Lily downtick here. And then we can Necromentia, and I can name Golos if they get Coffers here into play. And I have a Grist for... I have a Grist for the Golos if something goes real wrong right here. So there's an Overgrown Tomb, so they have 4 mana. Oh my gosh. I can figure out what they have in hand now. Rhino, you've done well for us. We're sending you home. This is great. They have a Golos and a Dark Petition. How's this read? This gives them stuff, right? Dark Petition's 5 mana. Search your library for a card and put it into your hand. How do we want to go about this? We could Necro just Coffers and take like the Dark Petition or just take the Golos. I don't think I care about this Golos that much. I'm going to take the dark. No. Yeah, I'm going to take the Dark Petition. They have a Profane Tutor. No. If I name Coffers. I think I'm going to take the Dark Petition here. I'm going to uptick. I'm going to get rid of my, probably Resto. I'm going to name Necromentia, and I'm going to name Coffers. Cabal, Coffers. The other thing they could go for here is something else that hurts me. So let's just take a quick peek. Because they could go get Karn. See, they could go get Karn and go get like Golos, which is kind of what I'm worried about. All right, so we see a Damnation, Voidwalkers, Map, Explore, Karn. Karn is the thing I'm a little bit worried about right now. Liliana the Veil I don't care about. March I don't care. There is a Gristlebrand over here, so we'll watch that and some Invokes. Okay. I think we're okay, though. And they are a mana short now of the Golos, so they could go get just a land here so they can play Golos. I assume that would guarantee them, and that's what they'd like to do, and then I can downtick Liliana. Or I could play, like, Goyf and try to block. All right, they get a Castle Lochthwain, and then they go get Golos. They go get another land. And this is where 1, 2, 3, 4, and they'll have 5th. They can make a bunch of colors, but they don't have enough to do this just yet. So it might be worth it, the Liliana, the last card here, and play like Goyf to protect ourselves. I could also play a Grist. I think I'm ephemerating the ephemerate out. Yeah, Golos activation's a little bit more, so I think I have a turn here to wait. I think I'm going to get Grist going. Because I think Grist is more powerful. And worst case, I can then downtick Grist and play Goyf out if they get a Karn. They're always in trouble of losing the card in their hand, so they should play it frequently. And Castle's not that frightening because of Copper's gone. All right, Fatal Push was good there. We can clean this board up, though. They have to kill Liliana here, and then I can play my Tarmogoyf out and Grist. If I get a Rebirth here, I get to rebuy my Goyf. I got a rebuy with Castle here on a card. Not having Liliana is a bit disappointing because then I can't control the hand as much. Though, I can make sure it's not a Fatal Push. I think I'm gonna chance it here by putting another creature into play so I can use that to kill the Golos. Golos just by itself isn't that frightening. I do risk an Invoke Despair off the top, but they only had 2. Yeah, Cataracts cost itself to activate, so it's not like 1 in, it's 5 plus itself tapping. I think we might have it. This is a close game, though. I think my opponent should continue to play it out, although if Tarmogoyf that's a 5/6 is big. All right, land drop, Castle Lochthwain activation, so no Invoke Despair. What are we doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You need one more. You need one more, so activate Castle. Okay, Castle was activated. A March does not kill Tarmogoyf, a push would. We're doing this all on 3 mana, by the way. They do march, but they can only march the token. We have a 5/6 here. Perfect. I'm going to save my Tarmogoyf here, and then I'll use Grist to activate and get rid of Golos so they don't top deck. All right, Golos dead. I probably should have attacked first, shouldn't I have? All right, we missed some damage. Yeah, that damage is going to matter too, isn't it? Yeah, should have swung first. We're so afraid of everything happening. Voidwalker. That makes the mill of Grist really awkward. And almost not even worth doing. I'm not going to do it. They get Rhino, they're back in the game. Forget that. Forget that. Oh gosh, they're casting something. It's invoke. Yep. Now they have Tarmogoyf and Grist. This game got really interesting really fast. They're going to go get their Grist. Okay. Well, it's going to be an interesting one. I guess I need my own follow-up Grist, but even with the Grist making a token here, I'm not sure what I could do. Dang it. Looks like the castle's going to get them there. We're going to be going to game 3. I think we have the right stuff. We just almost need to like look for a double Tarmogoyf hand plus hand disruption if we could. If we could do that, we might have something. Karn go get Golos. Golos played in. Golos gets a land. I don't have a damnation style effect. I'll need a Solitude, which I believe I took out. I think it's, I don't know. It's hard to say because I was hoping that I would have like a Rhino by now and just play the Rhino. Can I get an Ephemerate? We're going to hold Rhino and try to get an Ephemerate off the top. Because like Rhino plus Ephemerate's 9 damage if left alone. This is just hard because they have my Grist now. I think this game's a lot closer. I'm going to spin with Golos here. I think I'm dead. Well, it's a total whiff with the Golos. Take it. Absolute whiff. Grist continues to make tokens, though. Karn goes and gets something. Liquid metal coating. I'm going to concede to that. I can't get the Ephemerate and have the liquid metal coating in play. And we were not going to draw it. Okay, so the question is the Necromentia enough? I mean, what is Knight of Autumn doing? It hits Golos. I mean, I'm on the play now, and I think that's drastically different. We could have some Solitudes in here because we did see Voidwalkers. The Necromentia happens before a Profane Tutor, which is kind of a big deal. I feel like maybe I should bring one of these in. And the Restoration Angel could be just a Solitude. Well, the Restoration Angel would be great because a lot of their stuff is sorcery speed. The one thing I can think of is the March or a Fatal Push that could get the Grief while the Restoration Angel tries to flicker it. So maybe just 2 Necromentias and try to be a little more aggressive. The Solitudes gain them life, though. But I think it's worth a shot, right? I want to be more aggressive if possible. Well, I mean, this takes a lot from them. We need a good follow-up. I'm gonna go get a Godless Shrine here to thin the library because I don't want to draw any more lands. Let's go for it. Chalice on 5. All right, we have a Fatal Push and an Invoke Despair and a Karn. I'm gonna take the Fatal Push, obviously. We rebound here. I'd probably just take the Karn because the Invoke is just farther along. 3, 4, 5. An Overgrown Tomb was played. We'll hopefully find a way to get rid of that at some point. Play tap lands, attack for 3. Let's see how far we can go. I might be cycling a Silent Clearing pretty quick here. Swamp, Explore. They find a Coffers. We find a Grief, so I'm not going to cycle the Silent Clearing. As long as they don't get an Urborg here, the Invoke Despair is mine. Verdant. It only makes 4 mana. Profane Tutor, off it goes. Okay. It's not a bad follow-up here. I believe I have to Grief. Castle and an Invoke Despair. All right. The Profane could go get Damnation, so I don't know if I commit the Rhino here. I commit it if I find an Ephemerate off the top. We're going Tomb, tap, Castle, unknown card. Put Silent Clearing in. The idea is to cycle that. My opponent could also get a March here. They're at 5. I think I'm just going to pass, do Silent Clearing here. They're at 4. Oh, this is so close. I don't see them getting a discard spell because they have to get rid of the Griefs here. And I think this is going to be a Damnation. So we're looking to rip an Ephemerate off the top. Why not Silent Clearing in his main phase? In this main phase? I don't know what that gets me. What does that get me? I Silent Clearing and then get a 3-drop, I guess? Like Grist? All right, another Swamp here. They have a lot of mana. There's 5. There's the Damnation. So we have Castle and an unknown card. Man. Now I need Rhino plus. I would have hit a 3-drop. It's a pretty good 3-drop too. We are threatening lethal through Grist token attack or through the ult. My opponent they're going to want to find the Invoke. I'm looking for a Rhino to win. If they have a March, they could gain a lot of life here. We would have happened to draw the grist. Opponent is picking up Lily or Karn here, it looks like. Looks like they picked up a Lily. I don't agree with that. I would have picked up Karn and shut off Grist. Now I feel like they have to kill the insect token, right? They're going to rely fully. Let's get a sure overgrown tune. All right, Rhino. Come on. No rhinos so far. We do go up here though, and Grist is now lethal next turn. Grist is lethal just from the ult because I have 3 creatures in the graveyard. Opponent's got a couple draws here though, or 1 draw now. Castle Lochthwain off of some swamps. What do you get, opponent? I think it's got to be Invoke. I think it has to be Invoke. Because they got to kill the insect and they have to kill Grist. Oh my gosh. What is this? What is this? Oh, they march for 8. It's awful. It's awful. Now I'm so far away. If I would have put the Rhino in, but the Rhino is going to get damnation. All right, I'm going to try to hold the Fracture here. If they down tick here, I have the Fracture for like a future Karn. All right. I don't exactly want them to get a Fracture here, so I'll Fracture the Liliana in response to this. They have a castle activation. They're down to 6. Map. They'll go get a new castle. Play castle, redraw, maybe. Urborg. Make many mana. Show me the Rhino. What is the worst card for them to draw for me? I don't think it's Cataracts. We name Karn. We've already seen a Karn. We've actually seen 2. I wonder if it's just Golos, because Golos blocks my little insect. Gristlebrand would be rough. I think they have more Goloses, though. Right? I'm supposed to name Golos, I think. Yeah, Gristlebrand would dumpster me. All right, I'll take the 2 Goloses here. What do we have? My opponent can top deck Dark, Voidwalker, Gristle, Invoke, Karn, more Marches. All right. This does give them their own Necromentia, but I doubt they use their Voidwalker to do this. Could have named like Castle Lochthwain, possibly. I don't think I care if they have the Necromentia. If they want to name it against me, that's fine. They play a land, so they can use Castle and only take 1. Down to 4. Oh gosh, they went to immediately start casting it. Explore, okay. Another land, all right. Looking for rhinos. Looking for Rhino. Rhino is lethal. This would protect me from an Invoke Despair. So I play this and I make it big. Because there's no artifact or enchantment to kill, and I don't care about gaining life, I don't think. So we'll just we'll make it big. Here we go. Here we go. Opponent draws. They have 1,000,000 mana, so I need them to draw like land here. Thanks for the prime. We're trying to go 4-1 with Rhinos. Oh gosh, they're paying costs. It's a Fatal Push. They opt to Fatal Push there instead of fetching and Fatal Pushing Knight. They're going to draw with Castle Lochthwain. They're going to 2. Rhino is lethal off the top, looking to avoid something that gains them life or kills Knight. Don't pause like that. Just jam it. Just jam it. Oh, they're fetching. Oh, snap. Oh, it was another Fatal Push. Oh, and they're going to play the Knight of Autumn and gain 4 life. All right. Oh, Rhino. Oh, Rhino, you're so late to the party. But will you take us to the victory line? Down to 2. That tramples over. And they have to play something first before using Castle. Can't be Thoughtseize. Prepping mana. Voidwalker. Okay, here we go again. Castle, miss. And if you don't miss, and don't be March. Miss, miss, miss. They're casting it. Oh gosh, they just made a ton of mana to cast this too. Don't be a March. Don't be March. Did I mess up by not playing that Rhino earlier? They were gonna Damnation. Do they follow that up with the Thoughtseize? I don't know. What do I have as an out now? It's not an out. I mean, it's not even great to play, right? Because my opponent gets stuff. Dang it. Opponent top deck god. I'm just wondering if earlier when I didn't play the Rhino to avoid the Damnation off the Profane Tutor, if it was the correct play. If not going up with the Grist the one time too, fearing the Voidwalker was the right play either. I need them to hit the Explore or a land. They hit the land too. They're hitting it all at the right time. And this is all off 1 castle, not 2 castles. Well, there's the land. Extra Urborg there. They get to cast something of mine. Maybe Siege Rhino. They cast my Siege Rhino. Because they know what's up. They want to cast Siege Rhino just like I want to cast Siege Rhino. Attack 2 to Grist here. I get top deck Solitude. Goyf. Alright, hold on. Hold! We gotta make a 6-7. Goyf. This guy should play GPs and Pro Tours. I think holding the Rhino was right. I mean, I knew they were going to go get exactly what they needed if I committed to the board more. It would have drained them for 3, and based on the way they had to use Castle this several times, it probably was the right line. You're probably right. You're so tilted watching this. Don't be tilted. Don't be tilted. Getting Thoughtseize was only 1 less damage, but it mattered. It mattered. We saw the way they dropped down because they had to use Castle Locthwain to dig so much. All right, my opponent gets Golos here because it's in the sideboard with Golos. Oh, they're going to get Walking Ballista and finish me off. Dang. I'm getting ballisted. Plus 18 mana. Well, and if we avoid them getting that March, maybe the Golos isn't that scary and we should do the March there. I don't know. I think that would be terrible, right? This is how it ends. 3-2, close 3-2. I think our Voidwalker edition and with the Rhinos, we're close to a list that can go 4-1. You're tilted as well. Hey, it's 3-2. We're playing Rhinos. It's not a bad showing either. And I think we're pretty close to what could, with a bit of luck, get that 4-1 and 5-0. After all, when you think about it, Magic does come down to a little bit of that luck, right? You got to have the right combination of things and stuff like that. Maybe we don't play the Knight of Autumn there. And then they don't have it from the Voidwalker. They don't gain the life. And because they don't gain the life, we then get the Siege Rhino and kill them or something, you know? Think if the Necro was a Solitude, they would have been dead. I brought 2 of the Solitudes back in, so it would have only been 1 more Solitude and I had 2 Necromentias. It's tough to say. You could probably review that game quite a bit, and as we get better with the Abzan Siege Rhino list, we'll have the knowledge of what we should be playing versus what we should be holding on to or what we should sideboard out and sideboard in. But there you go. 2-3, 3-2, 3-2. We'll get that 4-1. We'll get it on Monday. It feels good. It's your Siege Rhinos in Modern 2022. Gotta be happy, right?